just two friends named Jake and Jake. Oh, and they're here to give you their take on the NBA, the MLB, and the NFL. Anything except NBC. And who will show up as a guest? Well, that's just yet anyone's guess. So prepare yourself for the fun and laughs from the guys. It's almost live here on the interweb. Are Jake and Jake.
Hey guys, Jake M here for the Jake and Jake show. It's been a while. I had a really busy week last week, starting 2 jobs and doing both at the same time, and some other stuff going on with my family and that. So Jake P went solo all last week, but we're back here together at last. And also the Memorial Day holiday kind of threw us off a little bit, but he's back here we're back here together at last, back in black, I guess you could say. So we got a good list of topics today. We're going to talk about Stephen Strasburgh and his debut. So back with a bang pretty much. And then we're going to also talk about, as far as baseball goes, talk about what happened with the MLB draft, the first round there. And then basketball, we're going to talk about Celtics Lakers Game 3. We're going to talk about Tom Thibodeau, the hiring by the Bulls, and also talk about Tom Izzo, the Michigan State head coach, and how the Cleveland Cavaliers are reaching out to him for a head coaching position, their vacancy there. And also talk about a couple sports we don't really have a clue about, to be honest with you, but we got to talk about it anyway because it is of interest to a lot of people. The FIFA World Cup Groups C and D, and then Stanley Cup Game 6, which isn't until tomorrow night, but the Blackhawks lead that series 3-2, and being here in Illinois, you can't get away from hearing about that, unfortunately. You hear about the Blackhawks 24/7, it seems like, but yeah, they're up 3-2, and Game 6 is tomorrow night at Stanley Cup, so we're going to preview that as well. Feel free to comment on our YouTube channel if you watch us on there, or Blip TV, wherever. And follow us on Facebook and Twitter, as always. And we'd be glad to take your comments for that. We've had a few questions sent our way through email, jakeandjakeshow@gmail.com. That is Jake and Jake Show, all lowercase, at gmail.com. So we would greatly appreciate you sending a question or comment our way and, showing us some interest so we can address your needs on the show. But with all that said, we're going to go ahead and get started here. Thanks for joining us here. All right, folks. So we're going to start off talking about baseball. As I said, we'll be talking about the MLB draft, the first round recap, and Stephen Strasburg's debut tonight. Of course, as you've probably come to know already, I'm not exactly the baseball aholic like Jake P is. I don't know about nearly as much about it. I do follow baseball occasionally when I can, but and I do know a lot of players in that and teams, but yeah, he's the main guy. But just some quick of my thoughts. I think Stephen Strasburgh tonight. What better team to have a debut against than the Pittsburgh Pirates? I mean, it's a guy that's 21 years old, can throw 100 miles per hour, and has crazy stuff. Ivan Rodriguez saying he's the best pitcher he's ever seen, and he's been a catcher for so long, forever it seems like. Yeah, I mean, great debut against the Pirates, I'm sure. I'm sure he'll go... I bet he'll go 7 innings and give up 2 runs, 4 or 5 hits. So he'll have a pretty darn good outing. I bet he'll strike out like 7 or 8 batters. And I bet he either gets a no decision or a win. I'm betting a win, though. And I bet the bullpen will come in and close out for him the last couple innings. I don't think they want to overuse him in his first start. And then the MLB draft... just a couple quick things there. All right, I'm going to let Jake P take over from here. That's my thoughts real quick.
Alright everybody, so I'm going to give you my take on Stephen Strasburgh tonight. I think he will be going 7 innings, giving up 2 runs, 1 earned, 1 unearned, 2 walks, 5 hits, 9 strikeouts, and he'll get the W. That's my prediction what Strasburgh will be doing tonight against the Pirates. I just hope he lives up to the hype. I really do. I mean, Jason Hayward, rookie sensation for the Braves this season, currently kind of living up to the hype that he's had. But Strasburgh, man, this kid, I'm glad I drafted him in my fantasy league way back in February. So yeah, I've been holding on to him, waiting for him to get called up, but it's finally here. And then so yeah, first round coverage where the big names are for the MLB draft this year. Washington Nationals had the first pick again this season. They drafted Bryce Harper. He is a catcher, but he'll probably be playing the outfield. The Pirates drafted Jameson Taillon, a right-handed pitcher. Orioles drafted Manny Machado, shortstop. Kansas City drafted Christian Colon, shortstop. Indians drafted Drew Pomeranz, a left-handed pitcher. Diamondbacks drafted Barrett Lowe. I can't. These names are going to be unpronounceable for me, but for right-handed pitcher. Mets drafted Matt Harvey, right-handed pitcher. Astros drafted Delino DeShields, center field. Padres Karsten Whiteson, right-handed pitcher. A's Michael Choice, center field. Jays Deck McGuire, right-handed pitcher. Reds Yasmin Grandal, catcher. White Sox Chris Sale, left-handed pitcher. Brewers Dylan Covey, right-handed pitcher. Texans Jake Skull, center field. Cubs Hayden Simpson, right-handed pitcher. Tampa Bay Josh Sale, right field. Angels Caleb Cowart, right-handed pitcher. Astros Mike Fultinutsky, right-handed pitcher. Boston Colburn Batek, second base. Twins Alex Wimmers, right-handed pitcher. Texas Kellen Daglin, catcher. Marlins Christian Yelich, first base. Giants Gary Brown, center field. Cardinals Zach Cox, third base. Rockies Kyle Parker, right field. Phillies Jesse Biddle, left-handed pitcher. Dodgers Zach Lee, right-handed pitcher. Angels Cam Bedrosian, right-handed pitcher. Angels Chevy Clark, center field. Tampa Bay Justin O'Connor, catcher. And the Yankees Cito Culver, shortstop. Alright, so that's it for the MLB stuff. Back to Jake.